Let's review the collect below threshold problem. This function takes two inputs, a list of ints, called nums, and an int called threshold, and returns a list of ints. The description says we're returning a new list of those numbers in the list nums that are below the threshold, in the same order that they appeared in nums. So looking at our examples, we see that if we pass in the list 1, 2, 3, 4 with a threshold of 3, we see that 1 and 2 are returned. This is because 1 and 2 are the only values in this list that are below the threshold of 3. Let's now complete the next two examples. With this list, 1, 2, 108, 3, 4, and a threshold of 50, we should get the list 1, 2, 3, 4. The values that are less than 50 in the order that they originally appear. If we pass in an empty list with a threshold of 7, or any threshold, we expect to get the empty list back. Now let's write our code. The first thing we're going to need is a new list to accumulate our results in. So let's call this below threshold. Then, let's loop over the numbers in nums and consider each of them relative to threshold. So if the number is less than the threshold, again we're looking for strictly less than. As we can see, the 3 is not included in our output in this example, so we don't want less than or equal to, just less than. If the number is less than the threshold, then we'll append that number to our new list. In the case where the number is greater than or equal to the threshold, we want to do nothing and just continue to loop. Once we've looked at all of the numbers, we'll return our new list below threshold. Let's run this function and test it out. Our first example works as expected, as does our second, and our third example works as well.